everyone, it's Nadia from YARNutopia. Today we are making number 217 granny square of our 365 days of granny squares. This one is so poppin', it is so 3D. This one has a written pattern designed by Crochet Atelier, and it is a floral Afghan block, similar to ones that we have used from them in the past. This one is so 3D. Look at that, it's so awesome. So we are using treble crochets and treble crochet clusters to make this beautiful design. My square turned out on the last round I did differently than the written pattern. I am using double crochets on my last round, but the written pattern says to use single crochet. So I did modify my own square a little differently, and then I'll need to block this, which I didn't do yet, but I will off camera. So that is my square today. I'm just using 3 different colors today. I'm using Red Heart Super Saver yarn. This is just a 10 ply size 4 medium worsted weight yarn. You can use any scraps that you have available. I mean, literally scraps, you guys. Literally just in my basket I have just a lot of colors of scraps and I need to use them up. So I know you crocheters out there know what I'm talking about, all those scraps you got. Also, I'm demonstrating this square in an H size crochet hook, which is 5 millimeters. So make sure you have that handy, as well as a yarn needle and a scissors, because we'll be cutting our yarn and sewing in our ends, and those tools just come in handy in this whole project for the 365 days of granny squares. Before we start, I do want to mention there are links in the description of this video. So there's a link to my blog, YARNutopia.com, where you'll get all 365 days of granny squares. There are photos at the top where you'll click them and they'll take you to its video tutorial here on YouTube. And then at the bottom of the blog there is a link, or there's a list of the links that have written patterns available to you, so you can click those. You'll see number 217 down there, Floral Afghan Block by Crochet Atelier, and you can click that and follow along with this written pattern today. It's written in American or US terms, so you can follow along. Also, there's a link to my Facebook and Instagram. Make sure to follow me on both pages. You can also Snapchat me. I am YARNutopia on Snapchat, so you can follow me there. And also snap me a few seconds of your square today. I'd like to see what colors you come up with and what poppin' colors you come up with today to make this huge 3D design. I really love this square. It's so beautiful. So before we start, I do want to mention one last thing. I have to say a big thank you to my dad, Fuad, Azmat, for taking the time to make these videos with us. He's our videographer, editor, and photographer for all of our videos. So make sure you subscribe to my channel here on YouTube. You know, subscribers, it's a big deal to me. It may not be a big deal to you, but I really would appreciate if you click that red subscribe button so our subscribers can grow and you can get that update on when we post our next video. So let's get started in making number 217 granny square. To start out, let's make a slip knot. So put your short end over your long end, then fold this down and pull your long end through that loop. Okay, and then insert your hook and we can start. So let's start out by chaining 6. So yarn over, pull through, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. And then we're going to go way over here to the beginning chain, this first chain right here, and we're going to slip stitch in there. So go in, then yarn over, pull through, and pull through the loop on your hook. Okay, now we've just created a ring, just like that. So now, going on to round 1, we are going to chain up 4, so yarn over and pull through, 1, 2, 3, and 4, and that counts as our first treble crochet of this round. So now we're going to put 2 treble crochets into this ring here. So yarn over twice, go into this ring, yarn over and pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 more loops, and then yarn over and pull through those last 2 loops. Okay, that's a treble crochet. So now we have to do another one. So yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. Okay, so now it looks like there's 3 treble crochets because that chain up 4 right here counts as a stitch. Now we are going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and we're going to put 3 more treble crochets into this ring. Okay, so 1, yarn over twice, that's 2, and again 3. And now we're just going to repeat that until we have 8 of these groupings of 3 treble crochets. Sorry, I was going to say double crochet. So chain 2 and then make 3 treble crochets into this ring. Okay, and then chain 2 and make 3 treble crochets into this ring until we have 24 stitches all the way around here. So then I'll meet you up at the end of this round. I just need to make these 3 treble crochet groupings with chain 2 in between them, and then I'll meet you up at the end of round 1 and we'll go on to round 2. Alright, when you're finished with this round, just chain 2 and then slip stitch to the beginning, chain up 4 here. 1, 2, oopsie, here. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Right up here, go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. So this is what your round should look like. So like I said, you should have 8 of these groupings of 3 treble crochets. Okay, 3 treble crochets. You should have 8 of these groupings, and you should have 8 chain 2 spaces, okay, on this round. So this is what it should look like here. Okay, so now going on to round 2, I am going to change color. If you're not changing color, slip stitch into this next stitch and into this next stitch and then into this chain 2 space and then chain up 4 and go on to the next round with me. But I'm actually going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn, pull that through and pull it tight, and then I'm going to go into this chain 2 space here. If you're changing color, you can start in any chain 2 space, hook on your new color and pull it through. Okay, and then like I said, chain up 4. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And that's going to count as the first part of our beginning cluster stitch here. So now we're going to make a 4 treble crochet cluster stitch. So what that is yarn over twice, go back into this chain 2 space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops, but hold it. We're going to yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and one more time, yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. So now we have 4 loops on our hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 4 of those loops, just like that. Then we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, and now we're going to make a regular cluster stitch into this chain 2 space here. So yarn over twice, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, yarn over, pull through 2 loops. Okay, then yarn over twice, go back into that same space, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2 loops, and yarn over and pull through 2 loops, but hold it. We're going to yarn over twice, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2, and again, yarn over twice, go back in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So now we have 5 loops on our crochet hook. We're going to yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops, and then we're going to chain 2. So 1 and 2. Okay, and then we're just going to repeat that around. So in this next space here, we're going to make a cluster stitch. Okay, so just basically starting to make all 4 treble crochets, but leaving those last 2 stitches or last 2 loops on your hook until you have 5 loops on your hook. Then yarn over and pull through all 5 of those loops, and then chain 2. Okay, and then just repeat that around. So do that all the way around, and then I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 3. Alright, just finishing off this round with a chain 2 and slip stitch to the beginning cluster here. Okay, so not this chain up 4, but actually into the actual cluster stitch right in here. Go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Now if you're not changing color, slip stitch into this chain 2 space right here and chain up 3 and go on to round 3 with me. But I'm going to chain 1 here and cut this yarn, pull that through and pull tight. If you're changing color, you can start in any chain 2 space around. And yep, it's supposed to bowl up like this, so you're doing it right if yours is bowling up. And we are going to start in this chain 2 space, hook on my new color and pull it through. And now for round 3, we're going to chain up 3, 1, 2, 3, which counts as our first double crochet of this round. And now we're going to put 3 double crochets into the same space here. So yarn over once, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. Okay, that's a double crochet. So again, yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, yarn over, pull through 2. And one more time, another double crochet in that same space. So now it looks like there's 4 double crochets in there because this chain of 3 counts as a stitch. Then we are going to chain 4, 1, 2, 3, 4, and that's our first corner. We're going to jump to the next chain 2 space and we're going to put 4 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. See, so there's our corner of our square. Then in this next chain 2 space, well, first we have to chain 2, so 1 and 2, hop to the next chain 2 space and make 4 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to chain 4 for our next corner. 1, 2, 3, 4, hop to the next chain 2 space and make 4 double crochets in there. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then chain 2, 1, 2, hop to the next chain 2 space and make 4 double crochets in there. 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then we're going to chain 4 for our corner, 1, 2, 3, 4, and put 4 double crochets in the next space right here. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then chain 2, 1, 2, and put 4 double crochets in the next space. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then we're going to chain 4 for our last corner and then put 4 double crochets in this next space right here. And now we're going to, let's see here, yep, chain 2, 1, 2, and then slip stitch to the first chain up 3 here. 1, 2, 3, right in here. Just insert your hook, yarn over, pull through, and through. And there's our square. So now you can see here, this is our square. Our square part is flat, and this flower part is really bowled up. And when we manipulate this, it's going to look fabulous. You just want your big cluster stitches to kind of pop out like this. Okay, but obviously we're gonna have to do that later, but this is how it should look. So it should be very 3D coming up. So now we are going to go on to the next round. I'm not going to change color, but if you want to, you can fasten off here and just start in the same space or the same stitch here as the one that we fastened off. So I'm just going to go on to the next round though. We're going to chain up 1, and then we're going to single crochet into these first 4 stitches. So go back into the stitch that we just slip stitched into, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2. Next stitch, and the next stitch. Now in this chain 4 corner space, we are going to put a half double crochet. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through all 3 loops on your hook. Then we're going to put 4 double crochet, so yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 2, and yarn over and pull through 2. So that was 1, this is 2, 3, and 4. Now we're going to chain 2, 1 and 2, put in the same corner space, so you might have to scoot these over a little bit, same chain 4 corner space, we're going to put 4 double crochets. So 1, 2, 3, and 4, and then a half double crochet in there too. So yarn over, go in, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through all 3 loops. Then we're going to single crochet into the next 4 stitches here. So just go in, yarn over, pull through, and then yarn over and pull through 2. So 1, 2, 3, and 4. Then put 2 single crochet into this chain 2 space, 1 and 2, and then 1 single crochet in each of these next 4 stitches. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then in this next corner, we're going to repeat what we put in this corner here. So we're going to put a half double crochet, then 4 double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, then chain 2, 1, 2, and then 4 more double crochets, 1, 2, 3, 4, and then a half double crochet. And then we're going to single crochet in each of the next 4 stitches, 1, 2, 3, 4. Then in this chain 2 space, put 2 single crochet, and then put 1 single crochet in the next 4 stitches, and then just repeat that around. So then do your corner in the next corner, then single crochet across the side, and do that around until you finish this round. I'll meet you up and we'll go on to round 5. Alright, just finishing this round, I just have to put 2 single crochet in this chain 2 space, and then I'm going to slip stitch to the first single crochet of this round. So go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. And now this last round I'm going to work with double crochets, but the written pattern works with single crochets, so you can decide if you want to do double or single, or even half double. It's totally up to you. But I'm going to chain up 3 here, 1, 2, 3, and just put 1 double crochet into each stitch around. Okay, and then I'm putting in the corner, chain 2 spaces, I'm putting 3 double crochets or 3 stitches in the corners. So I'm just putting 1 stitch in each stitch until I get to the corner, and I'll show you what I'm doing in the corner right here. Okay, so in the corner chain 2 space I'm putting 3 stitches. Okay, so if you're doing single crochets, half double crochets, or if you're working the same as me, working double crochets, we're just putting 3 stitches in the corner, just like that. And then we're working 1 stitch in each stitch on the side. And that's it. So that will be our last round. You can decide if you wanted to do this round and another round of single crochets or something, totally up to you. But I'm just going to work this all the way around, and then I'll meet you up when I'm finished. Alright, I'm just finishing up this round here. I just have like a few more stitches left, and then we're going to slip stitch to the beginning chain up 3 of this round. So right in here, 1, 2, 3, just go in, yarn over, pull through, and through. Okay, now this I'm going to fasten off here. You can decide to go on another round, just repeat the last round, putting 1 stitch in each stitch around, but I'm just going to chain 1, I cut my yarn, and I'm pulling that all the way through and pulling tight, and then I'm going to sew in my end. Now this square will probably probably definitely need to be blocked. So what I would suggest doing is pinning this down in a square shape on like a towel or something, and then just spraying it with water. If your middle isn't 3D enough, or if it's not bubbling up the way it should be, what I ended up doing is taking a random ball of yarn and just putting it in there and kind of shaping it around the ball that it would fit around. Okay, and then what I did was just remove it and kind of just set it down, flatten it out, and you want to make sure that you stretch it out to make it the square shape. Okay, so there you have it. It's such an interesting popping, a very popping color, or popping design. But yeah, I'll definitely be doing this as blocking this square to make the shape, because mine turned out a little wonky, but it's a beautiful square. So thank you so much to Crochet Atelier for allowing us to use this pattern in our 365 Days of Granny Squares project. That is so 3D, you guys. Wow. And you know, even you could even, you know, pop this down a little bit, kind of make these more of like popcorn or puff stitches. So that's totally up to you if you want to pop that down and make it more popping that way too. That's kind of cute. So there's really, I mean, you can make this your own and make it your own way. So thank you so much for watching. Make sure to share your photos on Facebook and Instagram. I want to see what colors you use to make this really pop out. So show me your photos. Tell me what you liked or didn't like about this square today. And I will see you tomorrow. So happy hooking!